Hello and welcome to me suffering yet again, cause me reading over hundreds of songs, listening to bad runs, and constantly playing chess to blow my brains out isn't enough for me. Today I will be beating every PVZ 2 map without any sun production. Now for some people who have played before will know that it's impossible to beat certain levels because you need to produce sun. In these cases, I'll be allowed one singular sunflower, but I cannot pick up any of the sun. A couple other rules is that I cannot use premium plants, arena plants, or mints, as they're kind of unfair and broken. Lastly, I can only use the plants that would be available to me at the time of playing those levels. So I haven't unlocked Kernel Pulp, but even though I can pick it, I physically cannot pick it until I actually unlock it. And last but not least, if there is endangered sunflowers, which we'll see a couple times, I cannot pick up their sun or I'll have to restart the level. With all that being placed and said, let's start with Ancient Egypt. And we start off with day 1. Now, it's basically like an advanced tutorial level. There's nothing special about it. The only things I would like to point out is that in my bottom, I do have some other plants that aren't in this level, but that's just because I had to fill seed slots. Second off, I did plant one sunflower, but I don't do that any other time because I then made the rule to only use it during sun production levels. So, in this one, if I have to replay it, I will, but at the current moment in time, it's level 1, and it's really easy. You can beat it with potato mines. And with little luck, we beat it no problem. Day 2, we start off with some pre-planned sunflowers we're just gonna have to get rid of there. We're not even really allowed to pick our plants here, so I just used cabbage pulp and pretty much sweeped it. There wasn't much to say about this level. We get to pick our plants this time, but with not many options since we're still pretty early on. I'm just pretty much going to sweep this thing with cabbage pulp. Oh no, some yucky sunflowers. Better dig those up real quick. And with a full roll of cabbage pulps, we again sweep it, because this is Ancient Egypt. There ain't nothing hard about it. Day 4 is a conveyor belt level and it's pretty much impossible to lose, so we're just going to skip it. Nothing special happens in day 5. I mean, we do get the Explorer Zombie, but other than that, we kind of just kill everything with cabbage pulps again and move on to day 6. Day 6 is the boss stage, so it has to be fun, right? Right?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
It's literally a conveyor belt level. It's not hard whatsoever. Next level. On day 7, we literally start with over 3,000 sun. There's nothing hard about it. In the span of like 5 seconds, I already have 2 rows of boomerangs and 2 rows of cabbage pulps. Not hard. Next level. Only thing about day 8 that's special at all is they reinforce what Explorer Zombie does and also show us Tomb Riser Zombie. Wow, he's definitely not gonna get annoying later on. But yeah, nothing special, and we get the dub. Day 9's pretty much day 8, but with more Explorers and less Tomb Risers. Woohoo, we win. The fun stuff about day 10 is that it crashed on me over like 5 times, so I've already beaten this level 5 times, and it's just super dull and boring, but we get Grave Busters, so I mean, that's something, I guess. Day 11 did a little challenge thingy. It took away my cabbage pulp and replaced it with a sunflower. But other than a bit of a slow start, honestly, it wasn't that difficult either. Day 12, like all of his other predecessors, adds nothing new except for, oh, is that the Pharaoh zombie, the second most annoying zombie in Ancient Egypt? Oh, thank you very much. On day 13, we get introduced to Dave's mole colony, which would be hard if we had sunflowers, but we don't. So I just do the same strategy, but oh my god, is that a boomer? Day 14, we get a boy Bonk Choi, and that's pretty much all. The only other notable thing is that I decided to use him solely before switching to cabbage pulp because it would take 5 years. Day 15 adds one of the first challenges we're going to experience throughout this challenge, endangered sunflowers. We physically cannot remove them because if we do, we lose the game. So, to add extra difficulty to this, we also cannot pick up their sun, and if we do pick up their sun, we have to restart the whole level. But I'm not dumb enough. And with that, we have our first restart, but I was able to be cautious and we won the game no problem. Day 16 is another generic level, there's nothing to say about it.
Bruh.
Day 17 just gives us a plant limit. Wow, this is going to be so useful. It's really going to limit how many sunflowers we can use, guys. I don't know. This is going to be a tricky one. Day 18 is just a plan your defense. I don't even think I have to show you the end results for you to know that I won this. Day 19 is just a mix between day 17 and day 13, with Dave's mole colony making a reappearance, wow, so exciting, and also a plant limit. But the plant limit and Dave's mole garden literally does nothing. It prevents us from doing nothing because we don't have sunflowers. When they place it in the back, it does nothing, and the plant limit never does anything. Like, I know this is just ancient Egypt, but this is actually not fun to play because there's no challenge involved. Day 20 finally lets us have some sort of fun with this challenge, as there is endangered sunflowers. Now remember, we can't pick up their sun. You pick it up, you restart the challenge. And also, if they burn at any point in time, we're free. So that's why we got bong choys on our hand. With a bit of caution while picking up that sun, and some nicely placed bong choys, and maybe even some cabbage pulps in the back, we get the dub. Day 21 just makes our life easier because now we're only looking after one endangered sunflower. So with only one bong choy, we're pretty safe to go. Whoa! Okay, maybe some caution too, but we win. Day 22 decided that we were having too much fun and only put one slot of Dave's mold garden in the background. Nothing eventful happens. Next round. Oh my god, an actual gargantuar. Okay, something actually excited me happened. Never mind. Oh, that was underwhelming. Yeah, the last level is just a plan your defense before the boss fight, so, you know. Now we get to our favorite part. Mr. Zomboss himself. Now, again, he's really easy because it's just a conveyor belt level and it really doesn't take some time. Now, after a couple small, little, tiny oopsies, we eventually beat him in the end, and that brings us to the end of ancient Egypt. Now with ancient Egypt beaten, we now know it's possible to beat it without any premium plants, any arena plants, any mints, or any sun production of any kind, including power-ups as well. With that being said, we now move on to the swashbuckling pioneers. We go on to the pirate world. See you next episode.